Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Games with Honey Badger. This is Honey Badger, and I am getting ready to do a playthrough of Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I have just entered a new region, and you guys are going to be able to quest along with me. If you guys play along, let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word.
And a word you shall have. Who is this? Glarica? Glarica? If I botched that up, sorry.
Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
Oh ho ho. Okay, what's up?
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
Well, how nice of her.
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
Discreetly? Okay.
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks. I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellen. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible. Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows.
Typical.
After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed.
Yikes.
By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses. If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renshant because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job. Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there is no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect the city. With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more discreet.
Okay. So now I have a bunch of quest markers on my map. This is what the city looks like. A City in Black is the quest I am working on. One of these days I really need to read up about the lore.
What do you want
here?
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say they're right.
I love how my dog is just sitting in the background, just chilling.
I'll be speared through when the city is taken.
He's like, I don't care if you're in the stocks, I'm a dog.
For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai.
Bankarai, that's
my
what it is.
words. They will come here next. because I have just come from Hollenstan. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up. They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here.
So, for those who don't
Don't
know,
wanna be eaten by
Elder Scrolls
crows.
Online, all of the quest lines, everything, they take place about 200 years before Elder Scrolls Skyrim takes place.
When the truth is silenced, it is the people who are shackled.
What the heck?
Please, at least make
Strange
People
crow.
eye the north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches. With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be. No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
Okay, guys, this crow's creeping me out a little bit.
I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
It's like, yeah, dummy, what do you need to know? Alright. Okay. Investigate the east gate. Assuming the east gate is that way. So, yeah, I just got a new mount. I'll try to alternate between mounts and pets if you want me to, but if you're cool with, like, my awesome lion. Can't really see him. Yeah, if you're cool with my awesome lion and my little wolf dog, just let me know. Also, I haven't named my wolf dog yet, so if you have any good suggestions, let me know. A mysterious crate. And there's another crow right there. Okay. The defenses at the south gate are far from impressive, but they're as well organized as might be expected. There are, however, a few suspicious-looking crates. The crates appear to be stocked with fresh supplies, weapons, and armor. The crates are stamped as cargo from a ship called the... whatever that word is, Yulsa Queen.
New trinkets.
Oh my god, what the heck is up with this crow?
Gifts has not yet come. Great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled. I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you. I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
Okay, to be honest here, the main questline of the city is kind of creeping me out now. Oh, I thought I could ride up the tent. Darn. Okay. Talk to Sir Jarnet. Well, we're going to the tavern. That is a huge tavern. Can we just appreciate that right now? And, like any good quest, it starts at the tavern. Alright.
What do you want?
Jarnet. There you are. Okay, am I lagging a little bit, or am I just not close to him? Probably lagging. There we
Who
go.
are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the CROWS. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? The job's almost done.
Just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you. The job's almost... Oh, God. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. Oh, no.
Wrenchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the Crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows. The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
This is interesting.
A secret told is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
Okay. Well, I guess the only thing we can do now is go and visit the queen and see what's up. Alright. Oh. Lion! You are not sleeping tonight. Let's go. Alright. Cool. St. Helen's Chapel. Looks like everywhere else. Okay.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
I'll try reading the dialogue just so it's a little bit more interesting. Your handmaiden asked that I report here.
Oh, of course. Glarica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state.
That was sneaky. You don't want to know what I found then?
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glarica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
I'll go speak with the Duke right away then. Okay, I'm gonna say that was really corny. You know, if this were like a tabletop RPG, then I'd totally feel fine. But communicating with CPUs is, or not CPUs. Sorry, my tech nerds that I just totally offended. Speaking with, computer players or characters, AI characters, there we go, in the game. Just kind of creepy. Alright. Hello, Mr. Duke.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on
only
our
one
laurels.
victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. Oh yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die. The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on
I
us,
figured that was
I have
gonna
a great many
happen.
matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions. All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that. Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy. We don't have a choice. And at this point,
Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen. The storyline, while it is kind of cool with the talking crows,
stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof
it
with which to raise an alarm.
seems a tad bit predictable.
As I said before, the Bulse Queen is off limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think
Did you
Yeah.
hear that the Great Shackle was destroyed?
Totally think that I'm going to disrupt your plans, dude. Because I'm thinking that Queenie's not going to be too happy about this. Queenie's going to have to come out of retirement. At the end of this, I can already tell. So I'm assuming I'm supposed to go down to... Okay. Nope. See if I can cut around here, which it looks like I can. Okay, that's another player. Alright. Okay. Yeah.
Well?
Investigate. You'll say clean. Okay. No! Okay. Hold up. Ow. It won't let me up under the boat. Okay. Some of the mechanics in this are kind of shoddy. Apparently this is a pretty good fishing spot. Okay. Oh, nope, not that way.
So much to do.
Here we go.
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking
boat.
around my ship?
Handy business. I want to see what's in the hold, too. Crows on the ship with a cruise on the shore. South London City Wall. One carries the key to open the door.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Go ahead then, take it. Go.
Intimidation always works. I love how I open it while I'm on top of it. Not really I could use. Oh no, my inventory's full. Crud. Okay. No.
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around?
Okay.
To the side!
Alright, well, this just got interesting. Did I kill them all? No. Look at my little wolf dog. Captain Sippius, it is imperative that the capture of Evermore be conducted with great care. The Duke and his guards will help you unload your weapons and armor in the sealed crates and place them at a strategic point in the city. Your men should then spread out within the city wearing plain clothes and recruit as many citizens as possible. At the predetermined time, your men and their recruits should meet at the weapons cache, arm themselves, and then take control of the city. Those who surrender should be spared. We can always use more slaves. Ugh. Do not fail, Magus General Septimatharn. Okay. Well, that's pretty condemning evidence. And I am no attorney. Although, funny enough, I was set to go to college and be on track for law school prior to graduating high school. Oh, hello, Chica. You are on the other side of that bridge. Alright. Let's see what Glarica
You
has
just
to
missed
say.
it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything? The gore-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the... I'll go and find Sir Jarnett and any other...
Okay. Now where in the flip nut is the captain? Spy on captain in the alley. Okay.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
Warming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours.
Oh, I
sail
think
right
it's
away.
the
Speed you, Captain.
previous captain of the guard. No. Oof. Talk about tragic betrayal. Yikes. Alright. Queenie's gotta know about this. Why? I think my game is lagging a little bit here. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. Queenie!
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glarica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glarica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider... I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renchant was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact.
Oh. Go.
I can't believe... Of course not. If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renchant to do this. Damn it. He's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glarica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well. We need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glarica and Sir Jarnett and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
Alright, so long story short, Queenie is a little ticked off that her brother-in-law is getting ready to hand over control of her city and the entire region of Bangarai into the hands of the Imperials. So we are going to disrupt that plan, starting by talking to Glerica and Sir Jarnet. Talk to the... Oh my god, are they dead? Oh my god, they're dead.
Friends, foes, and fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly and wind up dead. A witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Uella, they call me, those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a fly. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither one's ever more Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is to work
Well,
together.
this just took a turn for the more interesting.
You cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean the city of Imperials.
Damn, they're dead. Wow.
The rumors about the another sharp strength. That is the only thing that will stop me.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I promise you, the Empire has absolutely no connection to the worm cult whatsoever. Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the...
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival.
Reminds me of that old movie, The Crow. Has kind of an older movie, come to think of it. Let's see. Ah.
One thing is sure, if the Reachmen attack, they will spare no one. Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done. Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the...
Nice. Investigate the South Alley. Okay. A south alley is pretty difficult to reach. Okay, here we go. Captain Huron, it is imperative that we move forward and transition the city to Imperial control immediately. I regret to inform you that your hero from the lighthouse has been asking questions and regrettably does not seem to share our convictions. Though I would prefer to avoid shedding any blood in the transfer of power, I would urge you to act quickly and decisively should your friend try to intervene. Ooh. Remember that we do this to save the city. Gods be with you, Duke Grenchen.
I loved you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Ah, so you think. Oh man, I moved out of the way just in time. Bye-bye. Alright. Cool. Crap. Okay, so meet Queen Arzela in the castle. Okay. Oh, here we go. It is about to go down. It's a shame I had to kill the captain of the guard. Most of the time I feel like I wind up causing more problems for these people than solutions. Here we go.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with? Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Shit. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. We're gonna follow her into the depths of the castle. Wahaha.
Richie, you bastard! I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is nothing less than treason.
Welcome back, Arzela. Good
Arzela,
work.
that's what it is.
First, you ran this kingdom into the ground. Then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of survival. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to... Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death.
Okay, so we have a couple of options. We have, you're right, we'll lock you up, let the Duke live. Sorry, the penalty for treason is death. Kill the Duke. It's up to you, Your Majesty. Let Queen Argella decide. You know, personally, I kind of want to see this dude die, but I think the right decision in this case would be to let the Queen decide, because it's really interesting when one of these AI characters kind of takes things into their own hands.
Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside.
Okay. Well, okay. I need to see if any of these is worth stealing. Ah, crud. Alright. Okay, what do we got? 1220. 1276. Hello. Alright, hey, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, and then what did I just replace that? Yeah, Alien's Wrath. Okay, there we go. Wow, it's been a while since I've been able to actually find something like that. Alright. Or something to beat that sword. Back into Evermore. Oh no, it's raining.
Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glarica taught me that. And you, of course. I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. From now on, I'm going to honor Aemond's legacy, rule as he would have, as he and Glarica would want me to. No matter what the future holds, Evermore
the
is
Griefs
deeply
of
indebted to you,
Evermore.
as I am too. In times like these, we all need a hero like you, to remind us that no matter how bad things get, there's always hope.
Alright, well, I need to empty my inventory again.
There was a time when the people of no matter what the future holds.
The sound of battle, I hear. Tell the Queen the truth. Hooray, the Imperial's tricks are undone, but your stone city will still fall. Through CROWS' eyes, I spy your weak defenses. These lands belong to the Reach, and we will soon sweep through. You don't need a CROWS' eyes to see this. Use your own. Look north. If you do not spy my armies now, you will soon. Count your blessings, though. Death at a Reachman's hand is more merciful than enslavement at an Imperial's. The sooner your fate is accepted, the better we will all feel. I am queen of these lands, not that weak woman over there. Tell her the truth. After the city's sacked, I'm going to peck out her eyes.
Okay.
I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt, but under the circumstances, there's no time for social niceties. I am still in awe of what you've done to save the city, but did I just see you talking to a crow? So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Fine, I'll give every guard a bow. I think it's time for us to do some bird hunting. First, though, if you spoke to their leader... I see. Not really much of a surprise. The Reachmen are bearing down on Northglen already. We've already sent every soldier we can spare, but there's little chance of turning the tide of battle. Your presence there might make all the difference. Once you get there, I'm sure the Reachmen won't know what hit them. Look for Sergeant Anteve in Northglen. He was just sent there, but with Captain Huron dead, he's one of my most senior officers. I suppose I'll need to give him a promotion. Sure, he could probably use some encouragement. Tell him I'm going to promote him to lieutenant, assuming we defeat the Reachmen, of course.
Okay, alright. So that about wraps it up for this stream. It's been about 45 minutes now, but we just took the city of Evermore away from the Imperials. Now we have to see about keeping it away from the Reachmen as well. So thank you all. This has been a Honey Badger stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.